Welcome to another edition of Eumer Fly Tying with Joe Fitzpatrick.
Okay, the next thing's going to go in is deer hair collar, and I'm using a patch of deer hair in black. And what I'm going to do is get a pretty substantial clump of this stuff. You can see it's pretty good stack. And then I'm going to go ahead and just pull out the guard hairs and this fluff that's at the very bottom of it. And this stuff's pretty good. It doesn't have that much of it. And I'm going to take the tips and put them into my hair stacker. And sometimes this doesn't cooperate as nicely as you'd like to. All I got to do is just readjust your fingers and drop it in. And if you got some excess fibers that are hanging out, don't worry about those. You can pull those right out just like this. And I'm going to go ahead and give this a nice little couple of slams on my table, and then I'll go ahead and pull out the material. And when I do, I should have a pretty decent looking collar, just like that. Now for the length, we want it to be about the halfway point on the body, and that's pretty good right there. So I'm going to put this in at about a 45-degree angle. I'm going to do one loose wrap, two loose wraps, and then on the third one I'm going to go ahead and just pull my thread all the way around in a circle, and that's going to create that collar. And then we're just going to go ahead and continue to do that until the collar stops flaring. And you can see I'm putting a pretty good amount of pressure on here, and it's not flaring at all. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and clip the deer hair at the front of this fly. We want to only leave the collar, so I'm just going to go around and just start snipping on this, and just moving my scissors to the front and trying to maintain that collar. And just continuing to go around the fly until I get all of the excess material taken care of. And then I'm just going to clip it a little bit more tighter on the deer hair here. Just like that. I'm going to go ahead and move my tying thread up to the front of this clump. Okay, next thing's going to go in is going to be the guinea, and what I've done is I've already prepped the feather, and I've stroked the fibers back and put in a little tying point here, and I'm just going to go ahead and lock that in, tie it in, and move my thread out of the way, and then I'm going to fold the fibers backwards as I'm rotating around, just like so. And then I'll go ahead and lock down the stem. And clip out the stem. Then I'll take any of the loose fibers that are forward and just lock it backwards, just like this. And I got one that's loose up here, and I can go ahead and stick my scissors in here and just cut it out. Okay, now all I've got to do is put a couple drops of super glue on the front of this, and it's going to lock down my thread so I don't have to tie a knot. And I'll clip off the thread, and then I'm going to take a large monster cone and put it at the front here, and then push it backwards onto that super glue and hold it for a couple of seconds, just like that. And then I'll go ahead and take it out of the vise, and I'm going to clip the front of this down to about 2 millimeters or so, just like that. And then take my lighter and dab it into the blue flame, allowing it to curl over, just like that. And then we'll put it right back onto the vise, and that'll help open up the hole. And there you go, that's the completed fly. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching.